Hello everyone. So there's this development, you understand, coming out of Lagos State in respect to the governor of Lagos, Mr. Sanwoolu. And the fact that it's reported that he disappeared for a few days. Nobody knew his whereabouts. According to Premium Times, many officials of his government did not know his whereabouts for days, with some saying he was attending an official engagement in London, others simply telling us that he had traveled abroad. This is crazy. This is what governance has been reduced to in Nigeria. And the reason why these people continue to do this all the time and get away with it is because, of course, there are people who will defend them. There's no repercussion for doing this. There's no, they don't get anything for the bad behavior. Instead, they are more rewarded. For me, personally, and they said, okay, here they say Sanwoolu abandons work, secretly attends multi-billion naira party in Grenada. I saw some of the clips from that party. You could see the ostentatious, I think that's the word, use of money and all of that. Well, for me, people's personal business is their business, as long as you are not in office, do whatever you want to do. But the moment you are in office, whereby you're using state money, you're using public funds, then that's where I have a problem with. For Mr. Sanwoolu to just disappear, and now they're trying to whitewash the whole thing and say that, oh, he was having some bilateral talk. And I've seen a lot of people come out to tell him that, look, you're a state, you're not a country, you can't go and hold bilateral talks with another country and all of that. It's really quite crazy. And they've also been a whole lot of conversation on whether it's side chick, not side chick. Now, that's for me, it's not even what I'm going to go into. But for someone to just abandon duty at a time where there's so much crisis, there is a recent fire that happened in Lagos State, and a whole lot of other things, and abandon and just go away. It's crazy. Use private jet and all of that. The first question you need to ask Mr. Sanwoolu is that, what did he have before he became governor? I remember reading one of his stories where he was talking about that. I think was it during Ambode, just when Ambode, he was lobbying to be made one of the special advisors or whatever that position that they always lobby for. And then he's governor today, spending so much money, lavishing so much money all over the place. I mean, even the amount that was used to rent this particular place, that this whole thing, it's crazy. But anyway, according to the reports, some of the reports are saying that they spent millions of dollars on this whole thing. Mr. Sanwoolu and other participants alternated between Califni Island and Silver Sand, Grenada, an exotic 5-year-old 7-star luxury resort located in Grand Anse Beach. So the report says Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos returned to Nigeria Wednesday morning after spending days partying, party after party after party after party. Do it with your private money. Nobody cares. But public funds, it's an absolute no-no. After spending days partying in the Caribbean islands of Grenada in commemoration of the 50th birthday anniversary of the Abuja-based businesswoman and socialite Aisha Achimugu, Mr. Sanwoolu flew in a private aircraft to the Caribbean island and took residence in one of the most expensive resorts in the world. Many officials of his government did not know his whereabouts for days, with some saying he was attending an official engagement in London and others simply telling us he was traveling abroad. But Premium Times can report that while the Mandilas building burned in Lagos on 21st January and many Lagosians remained overburdened by poverty and insecurity, their governor was reveling at a party at Califni Island, I hope I pronounced that right, an 80-acre private and exquisite location which cost about 132,000 naira per night. Dollar is over 1,400. Please do the math and calculate, because I can't give myself headache. You do the math. $132,000 per night. Those familiar with the event said organizers rented the islands for 7 days, amounting to about 924,000 US dollars, which is over $1 billion in total, in addition to other charges. Mr. Sanwoolu and other participants alternated between Califni Island and Silver Sand Grenada, an exotic 5-year-old 7-star luxury, blah, blah, blah. Where, Those familiar with the governor's itinerary say he left on Wednesday, 17 January for Mrs. Achimugu's birthday carnival, which began with a scrumptious welcome breakfast and a spectacular dinner with an explosive finish that day. Oh, shit! The 50 where we two don't reach, where we they do our celebration. Oh, shit! Private individual, please do whatever you want to do with your money. But public servants, no, absolutely not acceptable. But Mr. Sanwoolu was only able to join the party on 18 January, the third day of the festivity. He remained there till 23rd January, leaving his state without his leadership for days. It remains unclear at the time of this report why the governor left his duty post in Lagos, flew 7,585 kilometers to Grenada for a birthday party at a time the people who elected him to office were grappling with severe and unprecedented economic hardship. Another yet unresolved question is how the governor funded his trip and stay in that Caribbean island. These are the questions that need to be asked. These are the questions that the State House of Assembly should be questioning Sanwoolu about. Call him and find out whose money did he use on this trip that he just, when he went away, he spent the money, and whose money did he use. Mr. Sanwoolu did not answer calls made to him by one of our reporters seeking his comments for this report. He also did not respond to a message sent to him on the matter. The known telephone number of the Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, rang out the multiple times he was called. Now, they go on to talk about the other things about the lady and all of that. Now, I'm not interested in who it was. My interest is really the person, the public servant who went there and decided to go and behave in this very irresponsible manner, especially when your people are grappling through so many things. There was a burning that had happened. I don't know whether Sanwoolu had gone to that place to go and see the people there. He was more interested in a party that he was going to attend in Grenada, you know, moving all the way to those places. If those places, people didn't build them up, would they leave Nigeria here and go and spend millions of dollars in that place to go and do that? We have places in Nigeria that if Nigeria was developed, we can beat those places. That's the beauty of Nigeria. Almost all kind of, if you're talking about desert, if you're talking about beaches, if you're talking about a lot of the forests, whatever, we have them in Nigeria that can actually compete with anywhere in the world. But we have very selfish leaders, we have very self-centered leaders, we have leaders who don't have foresight, who don't have vision, who don't have competence, who don't have capacity, who are corrupt, who will not do the needful for Nigeria, but will rather focus on ensuring that they continue to enrich themselves and, you know, and just do all sorts of things. But one day, Nigerians will get their country back. Thank you for watching.